Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode. यह है फीवर ओरिजिनल्स 2.0 मेरे यानी आरजे ग्लेन के साथ. Every weekend I get you this show जहां पर हम ओरिजिनल म्यूजिक आर्टिस्ट को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, उनके म्यूजिक को, उनकी जर्नी को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. Now it's been about 2.5 years that I haven't met a very dear artist friend of mine. रील पे इंटरव्यू कर करके हम पक गए थे, त्रस्त हो गए थे. Wow, that's very भारी word for me to use. त्रस्त हो गए थे. Ladies and gentlemen, the boy who rocks it every time with his music. His voice is therapeutic and cathartic on Fever Originals 2.0. Zaeden, my brother, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me again.
I'm so happy to have you here, man, live on the show.
So happy to be here, man. I'm seeing this office after so long.
I know.
Almost 3 years now.
Almost 3 years. That's two and a half bola, 3 years. Yeah. Bro, how's it been for you? 2.5, 3 years, you've done a lot of music and really good music.
Thank you so much.
You've come here to talk about your latest track, which is so different from everything that you've done. वो सब हम बात करेंगे, but first of all, how's everybody been? How's the music? How's things with you at the moment?
Everything is amazing, man. By the grace of God, just been doing a lot of shows. Of course, the lockdown was a little challenging, not just for me, but for everyone.
Right.
But yeah, there's one thing to see the numbers on your Spotify, and there's one thing to see people screaming and singing your songs out of that new art shows. So it was really good to finally have that. And we try to cover like most of the cities in India. So yeah, it's just been insane, man. Really blessed.
You know, we're going to be talking about this one किस्सा जहाँ पर ज़ेरिन ने ऐसा क्यों कहा कि एक होता है नंबर्स देखना Spotify वगैरह अपने एप्स पे कि कितने लोगों ने आपका गाना सुना, दूसरा लाइव इंटरेक्शन जो ऑडियंस के साथ होता है, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग अ लाइव गिग. एंड वी ऑल कैन माउथ बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग्स वेरी वेल, लेकिन जब ओरिजिनल गानों की बात आती है उसका एक अलग ऑडियंस होता है. और आपने अगर उस ऑडियंस को कैप्टिवेट कर दिया ना, वो वाला ऑडियंस पकड़ लिया ना, then I feel you've arrived in life. ऐसा मुझे लगता है personally. Zaeden, before I move up on the countdown ladder, very importantly, हमने बात किया था a while back about, you said कैसे आप एक देखते हो Spotify वगैरह पे कि कितने गाने, कितने listens हैं आपके. And the other thing is, when you actually witness an audience live, ऐसा ही कुछ किस्सा हुआ है, आप टूर कर रहे हैं, basically you're touring the country, and something of this sort has happened with you अभी.
100%, man, because I remember when we put out Tere Bina, उसको काफी time हो गया, so of course the streams are at another level on Spotify. And then I put out my album Genesis. So again, like when you just start, and it's very human to compare the numbers, right? Sometimes I try my best not to do it, but it just happens. You just can't help it sometimes. And then you just see like, sometimes I'm like, yaar, ispe thode se kam streams hai, like, how can I push this song even more? But then I play the song and like thousands of people are singing like the second verse of the song. And I'm like, what is happening here?
You feel very accomplished, as an artist, ki yaar,
of course,
everything that you've written, everything that you sing, it resonates with somebody. किसी के साथ वो अपनी कहानी जोड़ देता है अपने गानों के साथ.
When you see people reacting to that song live, like you can see it on their faces, how the song is probably changed their life, or just played like a little part in their lives, right? And that's what matters as an artist, not the numbers, not all these things. Again, like it holds some value.
Absolutely.
It gets you to play at all these places, play at different clubs, festivals, and everything. But when you just truly realize that you've impacted someone's life in a beautiful way, then you feel like you
feel you've arrived. There's something that you've done right with your music.
100%, yeah.
What's the most, before we move up to our next track on number 9, what's the most beautiful thing जो आपको किसी एक फैन ने कहा है आपके म्यूजिक के कारण उनके लाइफ में ये इम्पैक्ट हुआ, ऐसा कुछ, anything that you remember?
So there was this fan, I think I met her in Delhi at a very recent show I played, and she was like, I started dating my boyfriend when around the time like Tere Bina came out, and then we broke up, and then I started listening to 1,000 Pieces, and it's just like beautiful to see the stories that I've basically the lyrics that I've written, how it's like so similar in someone else's life as well. How it could be so relatable that each and every single word is relatable to some other person. So that was a very special moment. And whenever I see all these massive posters with all the lyrics and everything, it's just such a special feeling, man. And that thing just keeps me going. And I think for every artist, when you hear like people singing your songs, that's like the best thing ever.
You know, we were chatting up about your music, the very genesis of your music, the very beginning. Tere Bina for me, that was the genesis, quite
100%,
literally.
yeah, it was.
The very beginning, jab hum mile the,
Yes.
wow, I'm talking like two star-crossed lovers who could never meet. And jab hum mile the, अब finally हमारी
This was 5 years back. I
5
think.
years back, bro.
Crazy, man.
2019 के दौरान we met at that time.
Bro, that's still like everyone's favorite.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tell us, music producer first. You were playing gigs, and then suddenly you become this singing sensation. ये जो paradigm shift रहा है आपके लिए, ये क्यों choose किया और कैसे हुआ?
I remember answering the same question when I came to promote Tere Bina. The thing is that I don't know, man. I just really felt that I'm just bored as an artist. Honestly, just playing the same shows, repeating the same songs as a DJ. I just felt that I'm not really testing myself as an artist. There was so much more that I could offer.
Right.
And my dad is a singer as well. He always wanted me to sing. So I was like, you know what? Let's just give it a shot. Like, क्या होगा, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गंदा गाऊंगा studio में. So I tried it, and the first cover I did was I Like Me Better by Love, and he himself commented on the video. So then I was like, okay, इतना थोड़ा भाव मिल चुका है, कुछ ना कुछ तो ठीक ही करना
सही होगा.
Exactly. And then his team reached out for an official cover of I'm So Tired by him and Troy Sivan. So after, when you have these little motivators in your journey, it just keeps you going in a way. And of course, dude, my management represent the entire team. Ayushman, of course, the way he's helped me is just unbelievable.
I also feel that आपको करना जरूरी है, जैसे आपने कहा कि at a point of time you will get stuck somewhere. At a point you will feel कि यार नहीं हो रहा है. And as an artist, I feel
I felt that I was stuck after Genesis. Like after releasing an entire album, I was like, working on other songs, and it was sounding exactly like Genesis, and I don't want to do that because I've already done that. I've released like 11-12 songs on the album, and also like singles before that. And yeah, I try my best to keep changing with how sounds keep changing all the time. So I try my best to adapt to that. But at the same time, I believe it's very important to like tell your own story and be real with whatever you're doing, because that's something that translates the best, and that's something that's the most relatable.
Well, I think
others as well. Yeah.
Like you said, to keep trying something new is so important as an artist, and not give your audience what they've already listened to. And your new track is definitely that. But nah. We've got you in the studio. We need 2 lines, man.
मैं हूँ तेरी आँखों में, तेरी मेरी राहों में, एक पल भी ना हो फासला, अब देखूं ना आए जो अब कोई सुबह, तेरे बिना और चाहूं ना हो सच कोई ख्वाब मेरा, तेरे बिना.
हमने बात की थी कुछ समय पहले about how you don't want to give the same sound, the same type of music to your audiences. Tell us about this track. इस track के बारे में बताओ, track का नाम बताओ. Tell us everything about this, man.
Okay, so it's actually a pretty interesting story. I was in Goa. I was stuck there during the lockdown, and I bumped into Divine, and he was very kind enough to invite me for the writers camp he was having there. So the entire gully gang, all the producers,
they all meet up in Goa once in a while and they jam up.
Yeah. And they finished like, I don't know, hundreds of songs. It's crazy. It's so inspiring to see that. And the first minute I walked in for the writers camp, he was like, Zaeden, you have to work with Stunna. I was like, okay, let's do it. Worked with Stunna, finished a different song which is also coming out this month. Uske liye hum like sayenge. So I finished that song with Shahrul and
hey, nice.
And then Stunna and I connected on WhatsApp. I was like, Stunna sent me some new beats. He sent me just like one guitar loop. I was like, I like just make this into a beat. I want to work on this. He finished that, and honestly, dude, the top line was done in like 15-20 minutes, super fast. The lyrics are done by Kamal, who's working with a lot of established Punjabi artists. मेरे को पंजाबी अच्छे से आती नहीं है, but I really like when I was working on the top line, I was like, यार ये पंजाबी में करते हैं. And after I covered Kinna Chir, वो shows पे it just goes off, man. Especially the version that I made as well, and it's obviously like such a classic to people now. Big shout out to Prophecy. He's like one of my favorite Punjabi artists. So Ayushman told me, let's try to do something in Punjabi as well. Like whenever you work on something new, maybe just
Let's give it a shot. Yeah.
And I reached out to Kamal. And Rish and I, by the way, Rish is also an amazing artist. So we just worked on the top line, sent it to Kamal. He wrote the first verse in like 15-20 minutes. Again, everything was done super fast. I recorded the song the next day, and that's like the mini story.
So basically, what I'm trying to understand is, आपने कहा कि जो भी आप गाने एकदम ऐसे फटाफट बना देते हैं, वो explode हो जाते हैं. मतलब पूरा मतलब पब्लिक पागल हो जाती है उन गानों के लिए. एंड आई थिंक दिस इज अ सिमिलर स्टोरी विद तेरे बिना ऑल्सो, जब आपने स्टार्ट में बनाया था कि
कुणाल रोट तेरे बिना आई थिंक इन 10 minutes bro. I
Verma?
remember that day. Yes. Kunal wrote
यार वो आदमी लिखता कैसा है यार. He's a genius, Kunal Verma.
He really is.
Shout out to that man, seriously. Quite
and
a genius.
he's definitely one of the biggest lyricists in India, but I feel he's still underrated. Like I think he deserves more, man. He's so good. More. He's so talented.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we're looking forward to this track of yours. We're going to be dropping this on the show right now.
Let's do it.
And I think ये बहुत ही अलग है.
I really hope people like this.
No, it will. I'll tell you why. Because it's so different from your work repertoire, what you do generally. And यार मजा आएगा. Well, this is all crazy good things have to come to an end. But before we end and wrap up the show, Z, tell me एक चीज जो आप अपने सारे fans को बोलना चाहेंगे, and something that you'd like to pass on a message to all your fans and everybody.
Honestly, I've never been this nervous. I remember इतना मैं nervous तब था जब मैं तेरे बिना promote करने आया था.
Right.
And since it's my first Punjabi song, I just hope that people really relate with it, and you know, they like it as much as I do. And especially the Punjabis, man. Like all the shows that I've done, I make sure that I cover like one Punjabi song, and they always love it. And I remember I did one show in Dubai, and people were screaming like Punjabi. So I did Kinna Chair, and after that I promised them that I'm going to be putting out a Punjabi song very soon. And this is before I even started working on Lagna. And they just they were screaming away. So that just like really motivated me. Chalo, मैं घर जाऊँगा and I'm going to work on a Punjabi song. So I really hope all these like everyone, you know, they enjoy the song. They just blast out the song in their cars. Yep. And when you do, please send me your reels and your videos.
Absolutely, man. This is epic. My brother Zaeden with me on Fever Originals 2.0, India's first original music countdown show. It's time for me to say tara, bye bye, ciao ciao. I will meet you next weekend, same time, same place. कुछ amazing artists, ऐसी कहानियाँ, किस्से, the journey of an artist, a musician, his and her journey, her life through their music. Only on this show, Fever Originals 2.0. The name is RJ Glenn. Take care, be awesome, take care, stay healthy. Most importantly, don't ever forget to stay original. My name is Glenn. Ciao.